Hi, welcome back to my channel at the source. On today's video, I'm going to be continuing from my previous video. Hopefully you've watched it. If you haven't, please do so that we can all be on the same page. On that video, I was talking about some of our Nigerian men who are married to nurses. Once their wives start working too many hours and start making quote unquote a lot of money, some of them want to quit their jobs because they now believe they now have a money-making machine at home, which is a very wrong thing for a man to do. So as their wives continue to work their butt off and make a lot of money, they are sitting at home thinking of ways to spend this money. Some of them want to change their lifestyles here. Some want to invest in Nigeria or probably start building a home back home, which is not a bad idea. But the only problem is that they don't cut their coat according to their sizes. They want to compete with men who are actually making their own money, or men who both them and their wives are working, and which is not fair for this woman here who is going to be responsible for their financial obligations in the US, as well as whatever project the husband is embarking on back home. And that could be very, very stressful, because anything that you are doing in Nigeria, you actually have to have your cash to continue. So this now will put this woman in a very stressful situation, because like I said, she will be faced with whatever that is going on here in the US financially, as well as whatever that is going on back home financially. So when this project is completed, now this man will start remembering that the wife is not giving him many attention. She's not performing her wifely duty. She's spending too much time at work, forgetting that it was because he abandoned his financial responsibility as a man, that this woman is working her butt off to support the family. But they now want to spend more time at home, back home in Nigeria, because they now have a comfortable place to stay. So, and we all know that it is a jobless man who has no financial responsibility that will want to abandon his family here in America to spend 2-3 months in Nigeria without being involved in any business adventure or any project. And we all know that an idle mind is a devil workshop. So as these men continue to travel frequently, spend months and months in Nigeria, before you know it, this woman here in the US will either have a stepchild or a co-wife, because we've had incidents of those. And this particular family, this man travels like 3-4 times a year, spend 3-4 months at one trip. So on this particular trip, he was actually going home for his traditional wedding, and the wife had no knowledge of this. But luckily for her, somebody called her from home and alerted her of the situation. So she had to take an emergency flight to Nigeria to face the situation. And again, luckily, she was lucky enough to stop the marriage before it started. At first, the new wife was insisting, because she said she has been engaged to this man for many years, and they've now made their marriage arrangements. So she was insisted that the marriage would go on, despite the fact that the wife of this man was present. But luckily for her, the parent of the new wife asked for financial compensation, since the man is already married and that he has wasted their daughter's time. So they wanted them to compensate them financially, which the woman was able to do. So that was the only way she salvaged her marriage or stopped this traditional wedding. So she learned a very hard lesson the hard way. So after that, she never let her husband travel to Nigeria unless she is going. After all, she was the one paying for her trips, for his trips home. So she made sure he never went to Nigeria again unless she herself is going. So this is some of the mess that men get into when they travel to Nigeria and spend a lot of time there. I mean, this is very dangerous. It is dangerous to you, the man, as well as to your family here in the US. So you all need to think long and hard about the consequences of this action, because most of the time it doesn't end up well for you and your family here in the US. I'm going to stop at this juncture. I will see you again on my next video, because I am going to continue on this particular topic. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you for watching.